All right, Manny, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
You remind me of a rock star, who burst onto the scenes and all of a sudden become this global star. I mean, is it too much now? I mean, with the family, with your fights, or with your smiling and all this kind of stuff. Do you think about that?
I have a lot of responsibility, especially I need to give time to my family, and of course the fans and the work in my job in office. So, but I'm still okay. I'm still happy doing that. Continue my boxing career.
That's really a major point that I want to make. Also, the fact that back in my heyday, when I was, championing all this kind of stuff, I was involved with a lot of things. Television. I worked for a number of networks. I was doing TV shows and commercials and things of that nature. And at some point, I kind of almost lost track of what I wanted to do or what does it ever happen to you? Do you ever lose track?
No,
How do you stay there? How do you stay focused?
I have to stay focused, and especially to your family, because sometimes, because of you're too busy, you don't have time to your family. So you have to focus first and give time to your family, and then the rest is your job, your responsibility, being a boxer, being a politician, in your responsibility to the fans, everything. You have to manage your time.
Yeah, but I'm glad you brought that up. The fact of being a politician too, the fact of congressman. But it's all about people. It's all about helping, being of service, and
yes,
you thoroughly enjoy that, huh? Because they've asked me, would you ever consider being in politics? And I just felt that it was just too overwhelming, too much. But you do impact, you do make a difference in people's lives, and that's what apparently you are trying to do.
That's right. I'm happy to help people, and especially when you help them, and they're very thankful to you, and they're happy, and it feels good. Even you're busy, you're tired. It makes you relax and very happy, and I want to do that.
Yeah. When did you know that you were there? When did you know that Manny Pacquiao, you're the man, you made it, you're a champ? Because for me, when I was in training camp and I was fighting Tommy Hearns in 1981 in Las Vegas, and Muhammad Ali came to my training camp, and when he walked through those doors, I was like, I made it, because Ali, who to me was God, was my idol and everything else. When did you know that you hit that point?
Here's my, for me is whatever that I have done in boxing, whatever my achievements that I have, and I never put that in my head. It's good because that God blessings that He gave it to me, but I always thank God and thank to all the support of the fans, to the people who's behind me, and I always praise God and give thanks to all the blessings that He gave to me, and I'm so happy what I have done. And right now, if I can't imagine that I'm gonna be like this,
right?
And we meeting with like you, before when I start boxing, I'm just watching I have a lot of VHS tape, VHS tape. Before, not CD, not the DVD. Before it's VHS, right? VHS. And I saw a lot of fights of yours before, and now I meet you, and I meet some other boxers, like George Foreman, Evander Holyfield, some other boxers that I used to watch in a VHS. So it's amazing. It's an honor to me.
Well, you know what? The thing about, you mentioned God. You know, I would always pray. I never pray to win. I always pray that no one got hurt. And from where I've come and from where you've come, it's no question about it. It's a blessing. And it's a blessing to impact people. Because you know what, Manny, my greatest accomplishments, although major in the ring, but what I'm able to do now to give people hope or to inspire, motivate people, that's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, and apparently you feel the same way.
Yes, same way, and I always pray that God used me to do that, to help people, and because, you know, what He made me in boxing, I believe that I can do that in as a public servant, and I can accomplish, I can be a champion being a public servant also.
You know, you're here for your fight with Tim Bradley, against Tim Bradley, I should say. You know, some people say, well, he's not a threat. People are always a threat. There's always a threat. What's your take on Tim Bradley?
Exactly. You know, when you fight the guy, especially Timothy Bradley, he's undefeated and he's strong. So this kind of fight is you know, you cannot underestimate him. He's strong and he's a good fighter. So I consider this fight is one of my hardest fight. And you know that.
Without question. You know, when I fought Tom Hearns the second time, damn it, I wasn't as focused. I was in shape. I got in great shape. But you know, everyone kept saying, well, Ray, you know, he's shot and he's this, he's that, and one punch is over. The fighter himself, you or me, have to stay focused. And sometimes after you reach a certain level, it's hard to maintain that level. Well, it shouldn't be hard. But when it does become hard, that's a good sign that it's time to kind of pack it in.
Yes.
You know?
That's right.
That being said, how does your family feel? I mean, we talked briefly in Vegas, and does your family want you to retire? Your wife, your kids?
You know, my family wants me to retire, especially my mom and my family, but and also my kids. But the request of my kids, I have kids 11 years old, 10 and 5 and 3. The request is, Daddy, I want you to retire, but before they speak English because they study in an international school, so
right.
they talk to me in English. He said that, Daddy, I want you to retire, but before you retired, I have one request. What is that? And he said, oh, you need to fight Floyd Mayweather and beat him, and that's it.
Your kid? And how old is your kid?
11 years old.
Well, hopefully the world will get a chance to see that, man. And hey, man, I love you, man.
Thank you.
Your kid. That is so funny.